Hello everyone, good day to you, wherever you're watching from. My name is Oluwaseun Fadare. And just like I said in our mission for this year is to help to identify opportunities in trading that will also help us in taking correct and accurate decisions at the right timing. So today I want to show you one of our strategies, um, how it is being installed. And just like I already said in the EA reviews. This will help us to identify the direction of the market and also be able to help us to plan ahead for the backup positions. Okay, so this is what I call the great strategy um, or project 11046 EA. Okay, so I'm going to show you the installation steps. We're going to go through them together on this video. Okay, thank you very much. So let's Yeah, so as you can see, so in installing this EA, it is important that we have some very important information. Okay, so let me give you an example. So look at this EA, it has the lot size, the move lot size, the entry lot size, the control lot size, the take profit, the stop loss, the start high. So these are very key and important. The start high, the start low, the gap between the positions, and then all other information. So what really matters that is very important here is the start high and the start low. Those are the ones that are correctly working perfectly now, and also the control gap, which is this. Okay, so this gap is, so the plan is for us to identify which of the control positions come last. So if it is the buy control that comes first, then that means the market is a buy. If it is a control that comes first, then it will be a sell. Okay, so that is the way it works. So in this example, for example, in these lines, this is the highest position, which is the blue line. This is the control sell. This is the control buy. This is the lowest position, which is the yellow. I think the other positions, that's the start high and the start low, are below. So I think this is the start high. You can see 3 to 60 is the start high, and the start low will be at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see this is the start low line. Okay, so these are what we're going to change now. So, but you can see from the information here, the market didn't come below, it went upward. So that's the plan. Okay, so we are now going to align it again. So for example, now I want to reinstall it. Yes. So just like we said earlier, the start lots is very important to us. The move lots, the control lot size, take profit. This is gold. So the start high point. So what's the start high price? Okay, that's what that means. So our start high that we're going to put in here is 3744. Our start low is 3700. Our gap 40. Our re-entry will be 100. move will be 30. So the gap means will help to determine the control. Okay. Close orders when 18 starts order. Yeah. Okay. Total profits. Just the test strong. Okay. So maximum I. So I'm going to make that green. Minimum low. Oh, sorry, maximum I. Let's make it red. Minimum low. Let's make this one green. So the start I is blue. So the start blue, yellow, orange, rather. Okay. So the control by will be green. Okay, so because of that, let's make the minimum low to be aqua. Good. Um, okay. Let's make this to be maximum high. Okay, I'll make the control cell to be red. So you can see here, the market price is 13. Oh, the current price is 3643. Okay, so because of that, we are going to adjust this. Okay. Hmm. So, because I want the two lines to be visible for now. So this is the start high and the start low. So at the end of the day, we expect the market to go to one side. So let me show you the example. So you can see here the way it was before. So this is the control sell, this is the control buy, this is the lowest, and this is the highest. Okay, so and that is what we've done here as well. So let me see the color of the lowest. Okay, so let's change this to aqua and we change the lowest to yellow. Okay, so that's what we've done here. So the market will start trading from now on and we follow the instructions. This is each 4 hours timeline. So it may take some time to reshape it, but at the end of the day, it's going to come out like this format. Okay. So the earlier we get the information to monitor this, the better for us to help us to quickly identify the movement and the direction. So just like I showed you here, this is the start high during this time. This is the start low. This is the highest price and the time of achieving that. And this is the lowest price and the time of achieving it. So you can see that in between both of them, we have about 2 months. Okay. And you can see the control buy here at 23,094 and the control sell as 23,710. Okay. So that is how this was arrived at. I see. So same thing, by the time this comes up, it's going to, by the time the new system comes up, it's going to be like this. So all we just need to do is monitor these prices and these lines as quickly as possible to identify the first extreme. So when the market stops growing, either upwards or downwards, then that is the key point that we need to focus on. So you can see this line is growing. So this is not static, but at this point it became static. So our focus will be on the low, and then you monitor the high as the market goes upwards as a buy. Okay. So that is the plan. So let's continue with our review. So the next product is Nasdaq. So our next product is Nasdaq. So for Nasdaq, what data do we have? For Nasdaq, our data is 24. So we're going to reduce it a bit. So 24,500. Every other thing remains the same. 23,927. So our gap for this one will be 200. So the greater term remains the same. So press OK for it. You can see. So the buy position will be at the top. That's the plan. Okay. So the low, so it's at the top, that's why it's not showing. So it's above this. Okay. So that's why it's not showing. So, but we can see the visibility of the low position here. So on the long run, we're going to see both. So our next product is silver. So silver again, we need to follow the same rule. So let's look at our figure for silver. Our figures for silver is 42.9. So our stop loss for silver is 0.5. Our take profits is 3. Our gap 7. So real actually is the same. So that's the plan. Um, sorry. Yeah, so that's how we'll be continuing. So I'm going to do some additional samples for us to understand how it is worked. Okay, so all you just need to do is just the figure for the input. So look at USD JPY as well. So you just click on this. Once you installed the EA, you just drag the EA to the face of the account, and then it's because an EA is already existing on this. That's why it's asking this question. Do you really want to stop request? That's the former one and install the new one. So I click yes, assuming that one was not there before. It's not going to ask that question. So this is USD JPY. So, and because we already saved the settings, so just need to put in the settings and it comes back up again. Okay. So what are we going to do now? The take profit, the stop loss, we're going to adjust them according to the variables there. The start I for this AUD sorry, I think this is okay, USD JPY. USD JPY. So the start I for USD JPY is okay. The start low is 146.5. So you can see here, we have the two lines, the upper and the lower. So this is the starting point. So our plan for this is that at the end of the day, we expect the market to go to one side, whether as upwards or as downwards. But this will control the movement. Okay. On one side, by the time it starts activating, it activates, we'll be focusing on the first side to be static. So in this case, you can see here, this is the first side to be static. It stopped and then came all the way down to this point and it stopped and then went back. So this is our key positions that we are looking at. Okay. Those are our key positions that we are looking at. So that is the plan. Okay. So for the next product is Euro USD. Euro USD. So just the way again we drag and put upon it. Yes, we load our saved. And then we look at the prices. So take profit because this is in percentage points. 03.21. So start high for Euro USD. What do we have there? We have 1.18. And for our low, we have 1.168. Okay. Our gap is 0.01. Our entry is 0.015. Our move is 0.07. 0.07. That's all. Yeah. So that's the plan. So the next point is GBJPY. So like I said, you track, you install, perfect, you load. Okay. So this is GBPJPY. So we look also out for our information that we've set. Take profits for stop loss 1, start high, GBPJPY 201, start low. Sorry, that was start high, start low 199.3. Gap 1, re-entry price in distance 1.5, move 0.7. That's all. So for this, click on OK. Perfect. So you can see the start high and the start low again. So it's going to confirm itself. Okay. Yeah. So next move again. We install. Yes. Load. That's New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD. So take profit 0.02. Starter is 0.6. Start low is 0.588. Gap is 0.008, re-entry 0.012, move 0.005. That's all. Okay, so let me adjust this a bit. 0.059. 0591. That should be fine. That's fine. So here's the CHF. Here's the CHF. The same thing install. Yes. So we load based on the old variables and just then we start adjusting. Okay. So here's the CHF. All the variables remain the same. Take profit. Here's the CHF 0.03. Stop loss 0.01. Okay. Start high. Here's the CHF 0.799. Start low 0.785. Gap 0.01. So next product is AUD card. I believe you're understanding this. So, like I said, it's just to input the data as the EA is already there working. So once you input the data, the EA will continue to work as we expect. So our focus is just to ensure that we install this information correctly. Okay. So start I for this as well. Point. One, one, four, four. So that's it. So this is how we are going to install, or so that I won't get you bored too much. Okay, let me just do one more sample. So I believe you should have understood the way we install this EA now. Okay, so let me go through it as the last example that I'm going to do on this. So this is CADJPY. So this is an old example. Okay, so at the end of the day, we need 6 lines: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the side that the market is will determine the side that is going. But however, we expect one of these to be an extreme first. So you can see here, this market trend shows that the market is coming down. Why? Because it stopped growing at this point and then started falling until this point. So between this point and this point, it was a fall, and that is a sell. Okay. So as far as we are concerned now, the market is no more making any new move. So we are relaxed until the next move of the market. So that is the plan. Okay. So we need to identify this point as quickly as possible and take an action. That is what we want to achieve. Okay. Yeah. So let's install this here. So just like I said, you come here, you drag this on top of this, say yes. Then because you already have some saved settings, you use it. So we now input, consider all these variables, take profit, stop loss, and all the rest like that. Okay, so like this is card JPY. So card JPY at the top here. So let's see, take profit 4, stop loss 1. Okay, start high at 107, start low at 105.6, gap 1, re-entry 1.5. So that's all. Okay, so press OK. So you can see the current lines. So like I said, the final position, we should have one straight line and the market will be at the other side of the line, okay, of the first straight line. So that is the plan. So that's how we're going to do all the installations for this at the end of the day. So don't let me get you too much bored, but I believe with this example, you've understood how the old setting for this EA using request 11046 is being done. Okay. So thank you very much for taking your time with me to go through this setting um, conditions together. Okay, so that is how we install the EA. So after that, all we now need to do is to monitor the way the EA works to identify the variables from the information and be able to help us in taking decisions as accurate and quickly as possible. Thank you, and have a great time ahead. I remain yours and only Oluwase Fadari. You can reach me on fadinvest@yahoo.ie, fadinvest@yahoo.ie. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.